Then have lived in the community for decades and had invested their resources in building homes and businesses.
They said they will give us time to leave the vicinity from January to December, and they also promised to compensate us with some money to find somewhere to stay. As it is now, I don't have somewhere to go. I even slept outside with my kid.
They actually gave us notice to leave the premises, but our community leaders were trying to negotiate with the school administration to give us some time to find a shelter. But on Wednesday, police officers came and demolished our structures. We pleaded with the principal, but he did not listen to us. We are calling on the government to help us.
Now we try to government, we appeal to them, we are let them help.
Community leaders are therefore urging the Sierra Leone Grammar School administration to engage in dialogue and provide the necessary compensation as they have agreed to help them rebuild their lives.
They marked 134 houses to be broken, and all those people were promised to be compensated. Some of us here are single parents, some are widows. We don't have anything left. All we want is to be compensated.
They are for over 40 years, 47 years. We don't still.
Some of us have been living in this community for over 40 years. They took us to court last year and we agreed to live peacefully. But the principal has so far refused to provide the compensation.
So we want to let them still to waiting them don't say.
Former residents are therefore calling on relevant authorities, including the Ministry of Lands and other stakeholders, to intervene and ensure that the school administration fulfills its promise. Meanwhile, the Sierra Leone Grammar School administration is yet to respond to the allegations, leaving affected residents uncertain of when or if the promise of compensation will be kept by the school. For SLBC, Kenema reporting.
Well, a troubling dispute at Umeria Islamic Primary School and Secondary School at Stilo Street, Shell, has cast a shadow over the community. At the heart of the controversy is the alleged sale of the school's compound to a businessman named Fawaz, who reportedly plans to build a cement factory on the land. Esther Sako went to the school and filed in this report.
The land at Taylor Street has served the community in various capacities since 1979, originally owned by the Sierra Leone Pilgrim Association. It became a hub for Muslim education in the late 1990s by the establishment of the African Muslim Agency, a primary school, and the coexistence of the Umaria Secondary School. The news of the alleged sale of the school's playground came to light on Monday, September 15th, when pupils of Umaria staged a peaceful protest expressing their fears and frustration over the uncertain future of their playground and school compound. The protest quickly gained attention as parents, alumni, and community members voiced growing concerns. Pupils attending the school, including Fatmata Kamara, said they need their playground to play and run during lunch break. She pleaded with authorities to come to their aid.
This land affects us because especially the field. We did so many events in that field. We did so many practices, including when you're having PhD.
Pupil Omar Sise, who is in GSS1, added that the school is not just about books, but they need space to exercise.
Bleeding on the residents for us, for them to come and help us and to come and put on intention for this place. If they sell this land, this playing ground, no more for us to play again. and the school will be so tight for us. Not for us, more about us, even the primary over there.
Mohammed Baba Mansaye, the school's head teacher, expressed deep worry, saying the school has been in existence since 1990s, stating that the playground and the school compound have been a beacon of education and community service for decades. He further noted that the physical and psychomotor development of pupils depends heavily on access to safe outdoor spaces like the playground.
That land is taken. Believe you me, that land is something historic to the sight of other people who have left this place, because the place used to be a free place for the kids to play. So the educational system now, we have the cognitive that we do in the classroom, we have the affective and the psychomotor, and we can tap talents in the playing ground, in the field.
Further, Lamin Toure, president of the Umaria All Pupils Association, said they graduated from the school with fond memories of playing in that playground, stating that if the ground was lost, current pupils would not only be affected, but the community as a whole.
It has been used for that purpose, wherein the entire Kisi community, all the schools, they come here to do their sports, their inter-house sports, you name any sports. They come here to do that one. So if someone come and take this property, if deprive the entire community of that right, of that educational domain that they need to exercise. So it will not be good for a school without a field.
Concerned parents say their children deserve safe spaces to play and move about, stating that if the area was turned into a factory, it would expose them to pollution and other hazards.
They beg, they are for Pekinen.
We are urging the government to intervene as soon as possible. The construction will affect our children greatly.
Pekinen, they're going to tight for the place is tight.
When approached Fawa's representatives on ground, he claimed that he bought the land from the Ministry of Lands. They declined to speak on camera and instead directed us to the Ministry of Lands. As part of the sale, the community people alleged that Fawaz was to renovate the mosque, which is also located on the school compound. As it stands, it is evident that construction is already underway on the school compound. A giant container can be seen on ground with workers. For the children of Umaria School and other schools in the compound, their playground is not just a patch of land. It is a place of joy, growth, and community. The looming threat of losing it to industrial development has stirred a heartfelt plea from pupils, parents, and alumni alike. The SLBC made efforts to get to the Ministry of Lands to comment on the issue, but are so far unsuccessful. SLBC News, Esther Sako reporting.
Well, in a move to transform early childhood learning and development, UNESCO has unveiled the country's first ever toy library, an initiative designed to promote learning through play, social interaction, and creativity. Esther Nenekama has more.
I want to officially open and commission this toy library open to the public.
The launch of Sierra Leone's first toy library marked a milestone in the nation's pursuit of innovative approaches to early childhood education. Held in Freetown, the event attracted educators, government officials, parents, and children who joined to witness the unveiling of the new hub for playful learning. The library was designed to enable children access a wide variety of educational toys, puzzles, and games that inspire their minds to solve problems. According to ONEP Sierra Leone, the facility will serve as a safe and innovative environment where children play, build social connections, emotional resilience, and creativity. The Secretary of ONEP Sierra Leone, Kay Kamara, said the toy library was also designed to promote cognitive development, emotional resilience, and social skills in children by encouraging them to learn through play.
This space is a good space to represent all of our beliefs. Really and truly, in Sierra Leone, children don't know how to play. And you know, play is such a good thing for children because it teaches so many things. Kids are fighting because they don't know how to play. When you play, you're sharing ideas, you're sharing toys, you're sharing so many things.
Director of Programs and Service, Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, MBSSA, Abu Bakar Kuyate, underscored the importance of the initiative, describing it as a significant step towards reshaping how children in the country engage in knowledge and innovation.
There are some parents who cannot afford to buy certain items of certain toy, but this toy provides an opportunity for the community to come to this area and use an opportunity to see it.
The establishment of this toy library is expected to set the pace for similar initiatives across the country, signaling a transformative step in advancing early childhood learning and development in the country. For SLBC, Estanene Kamara reporting.
Well, the running of Wakafine buses faced huge technical challenges on Thursday in the east of Freetown. It happened after the point of sale POS machine, which print out tickets for passengers, got a brief internet breakdown. Our intern reporter Teresa Keto was at the Case Step bus stop in Calabar Town when the incident occurred and filing this report.
The brief internet glitch was suspected to have been caused by an inclement which slowed down the printing process of the passenger tickets. This caused distress to many passengers on Thursday in Calabar Town, especially given that it was during morning rush hour when many people were running to start their day. Many passengers looked for alternative transportation means to get to their destinations, while others stayed but complained of the effect the delay had on them. A passenger, Ali Bangura, described the scene and the inconveniences the people had to endure because of the glitch.
This morning, I did Calabaton. I see the bus get back.
This morning, I was at Calabar Town. I saw the buses packed and over hundreds of people queued to onboard the Wakafine buses to their different destinations, but there was no network. I called the toll line, but to no avail.
We therefore called direct back, they say the system they down.
The Director of Operations, Fare Management and Payment Systems, FMPS, which managed the ticket payment system, Balindo Pasivalde, tendered an apology to the passengers for the inconvenience while explaining the technicalities and challenges of the internet connectivity.
The internet service that is being provided by one service provider or the other. Yesterday in a particular environment there was a glitch with the internet, and but in record time we were able to fix it because our systems could not speak to or connect with the service provider. For some reason it wasn't 100%, it was just a couple of POSs in, like I mentioned, a particular environment. So it seemed as if maybe a cell was down or something, but we were able to fix it in record time, and then it was up and running again in like 25 minutes.
He also mentioned the development of a fail-safe plan to tackle these problems in the future.
We're working on putting on building blocks in place right now, wherein when such occurs, we will seamlessly migrate to something else to get it going and revert when it comes back live.
The Wakafine transportation system is meant to alleviate the struggles around the transportation within Freetown and its environs. However, whilst the problem is now settled, glitches like this often disrupt the seamless movement of passengers and commuters.
Well, about 200 women across 16 districts of the country have completed training in solar installation, maintenance, and digital information management system from the Green Solar Africa. The training came under the Shine Salon Illuminating Lives igniting future projects implemented by Sierra Leone with fund from the UNDP. As Ibrahim Sama reports, the trainees have been certified as at a colorful ceremony in Freetown.
Dressed in their technical attires, these cohorts of solar practitioners were empowered with the requisite technical skills to enhance their career prospects in the renewable energy industry and contribute to gender equality. They went through 9 months intensive training in solar energy solutions, including installation, maintenance, and digital information management systems by Green Solar Africa, with both practical and theoretical. The initiative seeks to certify them as qualified solar practitioners by creating alternative livelihoods for young women from various communities. Country Director Sierra Leone Joseph Yamga said the initiative, though somehow new in the country, was a journey Sierra Leone has started to supporting young women with essential skills in solar energy solution. He said for the past 9 months, they partnered with NCTVE and Green Solar Africa to develop the skills of these women, stating Sierra Leone believes in the power of women.
One of the principles that we want you to know that the renewable energy is a new sector in Sierra Leone. It is not developed as we want it to be. There are opportunities that it presents to us, and it is left unto you to think what are the opportunities that you can create.
The district program manager, Sierra Leone, Marema Jallo, said during the training, the women were also trained in entrepreneurship, noting the trainees were selected across the 16 districts to have a national character. Team lead, People-Centered Sustainable Development and Resilience Portfolio UNDP, Tanzilia Sanko, said UNDP has supported a wide range of energy initiatives and women-led SMEs in the energy sector through the Growth Accelerator program. She admonished the solar energy technicians to take pride of the achievement, stating that the UNDP was compassionate about women's empowerment.
The country's energy sector faces major challenges, including limited electricity access, heavy reliance on traditional biomass, and underdeveloped infrastructure. It is crucial to address these challenges in the energy sector and transform Sierra Leone's energy system into green and sustainable models.
According to the trainees, the training has equipped them with an invaluable technical skills.
To the immense potential of clean, sustainable energy, not just as a source of power, but as a tool for economic growth, community development, and personal empowerment.
Statement from the Ministries of Youth Affairs, Gender, EPA, Green Solar Africa, and Slango lauded the trainees for going through their training. They described the young women as the new cohorts of solar practitioners in the country, noting renewable energy is the way forward in the world now. According to NCTVE, the certificates are recognized beyond Sierra Leone, noting the trainees are qualified to further their studies in any recognized tertiary institutions in the country or outside Sierra Leone.
We'll move now over to our international news.
Welcome to the international news. I am Aminata Fofana. A cabinet minister has said that the UK military is focused on defending the nation rather than stopping asylum seekers from crossing the channel. US President Donald Trump suggested that military intervention could be used to deal with illegal migration to the UK during his state visit last week. But State Secretary Peter Kiley has rejected that call, telling BBC Breakfast the UK border force has specific responsibility for policing UK borders. Hundreds of migrants attempted to cross the channel earlier today as the second deportation under the government's one in, one out deal with France took place. 6 boats are believed to have set off from northern France as the smugglers make the most of a break in the windy weather in the channel. There had been no crossing for a week before then due to choppy seas. The family of a British couple who were detained by the Taliban for nearly 8 months say they are overwhelmed with gratitude and relief at the couple's release. Peter Reynolds, 80, and his wife, Barbie, 76, who lived in Afghanistan for nearly 2 decades, were on their way home when they were stopped on 1st February. The couple were freed on Friday morning through Qatari mediation. A Qatari official said they would fly to Qatar for medical check.
Well, that's all we have in this edition of NOSA, but quickly, let's go through the closing headlines. Ministry of Fisheries and Salwako call for support to actualize revenue mobilization in 2025 and 2026 financial year. Slbc examines port making as means of survival, and Chinese embassy in Freetown celebrates 76th anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China. That's all we have time for in this edition of NOSA. Stay tuned.
Lake Somfong na one freshwater lake. The lake gets religious and cultural value for the community and town them wey tap near am. Lake Somfong connect to the Pampana River na Tonkolili district, and they get water from 7 small stream them. The lake in water can rise and fall according to the season. Lake Somfong deep but 8 meters or 26 feet long and a big but 8.2 kilometer square mile.
We get one particular species where they call the emerald starling, where inside Sierra Leone, not only around this whole mountain, they come you see the species a day, and all over the world, not only 3 countries in this: Sierra Leone, Guinea, and Ivory Coast. And according to research, this area, this particular Lake Somfong, hold the highest population for Sierra Leone. And apart from the emerald starling, we got a lot of other biodiversities around this lake. Yeah, where especially you see this area and also mountain and rocky areas during the dry, the only source of water na this lake. So most of the animals them then depend on this lake for drink.
The people them na Diang chiefdom get high respect for Lake Somfong because they take them for be one sacred and cultural site for all man na the chiefdom.
Inside this Lake Somfong, we get key area the way people they play with. Daldala na one. Daldala, that particular place that they sit down there of the Tureden. Then get the sit on place there, then get a sword, and the way they give sacrifice every 12 years. Now one white cow. But this sacrifice they start for a very long period of time because they take 7 days for one. This Lake Somfong where you see, the man they will this Lake Somfong a day, according to tradition. The woman they will then at the other lake where they right up the hill, what they call Yarmundala. Now then they go start this Sarah, then they kill one white cow there. That cow then they take that woman devil, they come with her at the lake to the man devil before the man devil happy for listening to the together cry. From there, this lake where they see we get alligator then crocodile then then crocodile there, then they eat mortal man. I like you don't they don't get nothing for you. The snake that will get you, they death mortal man. I like you do that anything, don't get nothing for you.
Lake Somfong now one key conservation area where government don't make up for declare as a protected area. But this place gets serious legal protection problem. Some of the reason are that plenty gold dey na the place. So people and company them, they fight for get this valuable mineral through mining. Na true say the mining they bring plenty copper to government, the company them, and even the people themselves where they do the work. But this work they boil the environment better one and self go ambogging the people them by. They ambog people them with them well-body business. We go bring serious wahala na the country. Particular one where the mining they help for dirty the water where people them can drink and same way so take for do other domestic work them. Apart from the mining where they dirty the river them around, the forest and bush them where they around the lake self don't they suffer from mortal man in plenty bad practice them. Practice them like farm work where they can cut and burn the bush, timber logging and even hunting for bushmeat. All this don't ambogging the lake, bad one.
So areas where are in people with heavy machines, we don't mind, where we don't drive there, they tend for go day back. The woman they do what they call poda, where they can do all day. So man they go back with machines, when I build the machines them, and they try for excavate more soil, where they wash and they get the money out of the. And the more them become stronger, and the more they count more machines for excavate the soil. So that's our heaviest challenge we'll get around this lake for now.
Because there's one thing for way to cause disaster for we. Now we would cut all antiquity because then antiquity them find our side. And also the mine would do so would boil the water, and that water would boil so that water they for use them. And also them board and then be friendly with the key, then be friendly the meaningful. And we stand for we do agriculture, we go back to agriculture because now with agriculture we will get a sustainable life. But cow business is one of the biggest challenges we would get through farming.
Them bad thing yourself, they ambogging the cultural heritage of the lake and self they make the people them around know they get the benefit where them plants get from the lake.
Because if we think about we origin, they look at and say, then the poil we ancestors them, then the poil we heritage them, then they scare all what we believe in at that place there, then they destroy her. We there against
people and civil society organization them like CSSL don't they do beaucoup for protect Lake Somfong, but for succeed for protect the lake, need they for make government, local authority them, and the community them around support better one. Now that make CSSL get a support from Bread for the World, na Germany, and be done they work with government and the young people them for long term now.
So mo cha nara kam madame katarla mele musinma. Kam madame mel wala. Okay, ya nara mina che tanyare a meleli. A melelma. Melele a melel madame na. Ka manfa cha nada melel madame ko. Ka ba ma kolo maralo an tanyare che me yawma me fin sornarli. Ka fe ma senasa atanyare mara profiti. So an be ka li chen nada ka won bo mel profiti mar woni. So anar mela anar madame tie wala tanyare ke lekson fo lekson fo atanyare katara mel musinma kana madame ka senasa atanyare wo an be business iseke etila udi yisu ka ba isila dan karan ela business iro and bele sen kero.
As local people, we self don't help for protect the lake within we own power. We don't put we picking there in charge for stop people there within the candy. We don't try for put we system there in place like who we believe in. This is a no-go area. We can put there with normally there. When traditional man say, we know say yeah, person not the good. Then think that they we believe in that we don't do that all. But just let we discourage the people not for go destroy the Lake Somfo.
Like all other protected area in Salone, for protect Lake Somfo need serious government commitment and for enforce the country in law them for protect the environment, the wildlife, and same way so promote ecotourism.
Now we appeal to the authorities the way they in charge for men and take action so that this lake will not go lost will not go lost this lake. Because if you think of the entire Koinadugu district now as we speak, since they don't do the demarcation there, the entire Koinadugu, this is now the only proposed protected area where they will left. Apart from Lake Somfo, they not get no other area past the Warawara boundary where they use for touristic purpose. But in terms of wildlife and conservation, now only Lake Somfo now get the potential for come and see wildlife. And besides, internationally, a KBA, key biodiversity area. So for that alone, I believe say we for protect the site. Authorities the way in charge, everybody for come together for more able to protect this site.
Let them advocate. Lord restore the culture. Lord restore the tradition.
What do we want now let government do for let we protect the lake? The government for help we local authorities them, for empower them, for let them protect that lake there. How then they do this? Then get the Ministry of Mines, then get the all things at their disposal. If the Ministry of Mines don't talk this, no say they will not issue any more license along the lake region. This is now one of the key where nobody no go there again. You understand? Eh? Then if we now we local authorities that the one help we now for stop the illicit mining, the but paper. The rulers there. Then they did for safeguard and for maintain tradition. But if then tradition, then they be destroyed. What then they did for? So it not suit them, not to them comfort. They don't want that, but it did above the reach.
Otamba Kilimi National Park, where they can call OKNP, they na the northwest region na Salone, near the border with Guinea. The park divides itself into two: the Otamba, where get 741 kilometers square land, and the Kilimi, where get 368 kilometers square land. Government make this area a game reserve inside 1974. And then gazette them and make them national park inside October 1995. The park gets the name Otamba Kilimi for seka the high mountain, that's na Mount Otamba, and for seka the Langa River, wey name River Kilimi. Authority them been choose for preserve this area first term for seka the plenty babu them wey this place get.
I did Otamba Kilimi National Park, the first national park in Salone, and this national park gets a unique feature. One, I go want for start for describe the vegetation. It gets a mixed vegetation of woodland savanna, riverine forest, gallery forest, so many types of mixture of habitats way suitable for all kind of animals for stay. We give them the highest potential for wildlife conservation at the country. And we, civil society, they run the work, government run the work, all in the effort for protect this particular park. And we need for make everybody come together and do more, because like we get most of the big fives na Salone inside this national park, where you talk about the western chimpanzee then they, you talk about buffalo, you see them, you talk about the elephants then they, you talk about lion, they get a turtle dove where they fly from England, they come where you can Salone now, only this area you can able to find the turtle dove.
Please accept us to come to your office, to your chambers, so we can have a discussion on this matter, so that we can take a position and know exactly.
But Israel, it is not somebody is being investigated. The person is set aside, for the investigation. He has graduated to another.